Welcome to The Know, I'm Mica Burton.
And I'm Adam Ellis.
This week marks the trial of a couple of YouTubers who were sent to court for unlawful gambling, and it sounds like things aren't going their way so far. Spoiler alert, they've been found guilty.
No, it's not T. Martin and Pro Syndicate,
Huh.
although how have we forgot about them already? But there are a lot of similarities. This case concerns popular FIFA streamers Craig Douglas, aka Nepen the Z, and Dylan Rigby, who got on the wrong side of British law for promoting illegal gambling to minors.
With all the high-profile attention being placed on video game-related gambling and YouTubers, it's not hard to wonder if others, like the aforementioned T. Martin and Pro Syndicate, could be next.
But back to the current court case, which has gone pretty poorly for both Douglas and Rigby. According to reports, the two have been found guilty and hit with massive fines over their participation in promoting illegal gambling.
According to The Guardian, Rigby was ordered to pay fines and costs of £174,000 or about $270,000, while Douglas must pay £91,000 or about $113,000 American
Worth it.
dollars. But it could have been worse. The two could have faced jail time for promoting illegal gambling on their website, FUT Galaxy.
Part of that lenient sentence comes from the two pleading guilty this week, which likely convinced the court to go slightly easier on their sentencing. They had previously stated that they would plead not guilty late last year, so it's probably good they changed their minds.
Okay, but what did they do wrong exactly? Well, according to The Guardian, the two admitted violating gambling laws over a website that allowed children to bet on Premier League soccer matches. Their site, FUT Galaxy, let anyone, including kids, bet on soccer matches using the virtual currency earned in the FIFA video game.
But it wasn't just Premier League matches in the UK. FUT Galaxy took wages on soccer matches played in the UK, France, and Germany and Italy.
FIFA players can earn the virtual currency by winning matches and competitions in the game's Ultimate Team mode. Publisher Electronic Arts has tried to crack down on this practice and has banned tens of thousands of accounts for buying and selling coins outside the game. There's really a huge black market for moving these coins on third-party sites.
The court also heard testimony that Nepen the Z promoted the site on his YouTube channel, which has over 1 million subscribers. Apparently, the court was shown a video of Douglas saying on his channel, "You don't have to be 18 for this because it's virtual currency, man." He didn't say man, but I just put that in there.
That's not true. So yeah, that seems like a pretty willful admission of guilt right there. It's even on the internet for all to see. Nepen the Z responded to the ruling on Twitter yesterday. "I owe a huge apology to my family and close friends for putting them through this process, and I appreciate all those that stood by me."
Apologize to the kids, man.
Yeah.
One defense attorney, Stephen Walsh, said that Nepen the Z earned a good living as a YouTuber lawfully promoting a bunch of different products. The Guardian also reported.
"They accept that there is a disparity between them," he said. Mr. Rigby accepts that he was the prime mover and Mr. Douglas's role was as an advertiser and a promoter.
If you're wondering just how big of a deal this case was to the UK, the head of the UK's Gambling Commission called the case one of the most serious that the commission has seen.
In a statement to PC Games End, Sarah Harrison, CEO of the Gambling Commission, said, "Its gravity is reflected in the significant financial penalties imposed by the judge. The defendants knew that the site was used by children and that their conduct was illegal, but they turned a blind eye in order to achieve substantial profits. The effect on children of online gambling was rightly described by the court as horrific and serious."
The Gambling Commission is sponsored by the British government and regulates most gambling in the UK. Lately, it's been focusing on video game gambling in recent months.
The judge in the case told the pair that, in his opinion, the two knew that the site was being used by children, or at least was attractive to them. "At the very least, you both turned a blind eye to it," The Guardian reported.
Gambling in video games has been something of a hot-button issue, with more and more federal organizations setting their sights on those involved, and it's mostly because of how lucrative it's all become. Last year, CSGO gambling reportedly generated $5 billion in revenue.
Naturally, hearing about this case brings to mind the case of T. Martin and Pro Syndicate. There are some remarkable similarities with both pairs of YouTubers to what's happened here with Nepen the Z and his partner. And with gambling getting more in the spotlight, it's possible that someone will decide to make their ties with CSGO Lotto a criminal matter as well.
Their discovery of their gambling links last summer caused a chain reaction of events that ultimately led to Valve shutting down third-party API access to Steam, blocking a number of websites that dealt in skin trading and gambling.
And they didn't stop there. Valve recently announced that they're also extending that ban to Team Fortress 2, so suck it, ats!
So in a lot of ways, it looks like this whole issue is starting to come to a head. We'll have to see if this court case keeps gambling in the spotlight and whether we'll see even more fallout for others involved in the same type of activities.
What do you guys think of these two YouTubers getting hit with these stiff fines over FIFA gambling? Let us know in the comments.
For future updates on YouTubers getting on the wrong side of the law, because that's totally going to happen again,
Yeah.
like this video and subscribe to The Know.
But like, okay, what next? Overwatch gambling? Like,
Loot boxes.
loot box gambling. You want that Roadhog skin? Pay me real money.
That's gonna work.
That
Yeah.
should be the
FUT Galaxy. FUT Galaxy? FUT Galaxy?
No, FUT.